What's up, guys? So I am currently sitting at my desk like I usually am. I don't know what this week is going to look like. It's Tuesday right now. I know that this weekend, which would be the next vlog, Nick and I are going to be, we are going to be moving all of my storage from a unit that we pay for to a couple of small sheds we have in our backyard. So that's going to be really interesting because I have a bunch of stuff to go through and figure out what I want to do with it. I need to make some tough decisions on things. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend. So hopefully I'll show that in the next vlog. But we just got off of it's Tuesday, like I said. On Saturday, Connor's dad went home. He visited for Halloween, which was a very sad Halloween because I thought my son was going to go trick-or-treating. He's 14, autistic and 14. You guys saw him in the last vlog. But he decided last minute that he didn't want to go. And I will say I took it harder than I thought I would, but for a couple of reasons. I was really tired. Like, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm tired, I don't handle anything well. Like, I don't handle being upset well. I don't handle surprises well. I don't handle people asking me questions well. Like, none of these things do I handle well. And so when he said he didn't want to go after all, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because we were like almost getting ready to go. I'm like, you're sure that you don't want to go? Like, if you don't go, like, this is it. Like, I mean, obviously he can go next year if he changes his mind. But I was like, you're sure you don't want to go? Because if you don't want to go, then this is it. We're not going. And he was like, yeah, I don't want to go. So I was upset because I feel like you guys, as you guys know, I had uterine cancer. I had a hysterectomy. I'm not having more children. So it was kind of hard to be like, okay, so that part of my life is over. Like I said, he could change his mind next year, but I'm just kind of anticipating him not. So it's like that part of my life is over, and that was a little weird and a little hard for me to handle. But we got over it. His dad was very understanding of like, we'll just make new traditions. That's fine. So we just drove around, looked at some decorations, which I noticed there was not as many decorations this year as there used to be. But we drove around, we looked at some decorations, we went out to dinner, and we went to Chili's. And I'm having scalp problems. We had a really good Halloween, regardless, you know. So, I wanted to show you guys, I put my hair up in a clip, but I can't see the clip, so I'm gonna look and then, is it cute? I don't know. And it's very loose. I'm probably gonna end up taking the clip out, but, yeah, it's too loose. But like I said, it was a little tough for his mother to handle him not wanting to go trick-or-treating. So where we are at right now, we are going through it, which is funny and not funny at the same time. But we are currently, if you guys didn't know, let me just give you the rundown of my car history. If you guys didn't know, in 2020, I bought a Nissan Rogue. A 2017 Nissan Rogue, and I love that car. That car was great. See all my gray hair? Nick says, I can't see it. It's there, bitch. 2020, I bought a Nissan Rogue. Love that car. It was a great car. Used. I've always had used cars. My first car was one that my dad was driving, and then I started driving it. But anyway, so then I decided I wanted to get a different car because I was working. I had a really lucrative job. I still do. I still am doing really well. I've paid my car payment on my own. No help from Nick, no nothing. Like almost every month. I think there's only been like maybe one time that I've needed him to help me, and that was last month. Actually, no, last month I paid on my own. But there has been like an occasional month where I need his help a little bit. But, and I also pay like all my credit card bills from that money. And, you know, I do well for myself. But, here's the thing. My dog is now taking clothing out of his freaking closet. I wanted a different car, so I went to a car dealership, as one does, and I got, oh my lamp. I got myself, let me just tell you, like I said, I'm going through it. I got myself a 2018 Jeep Renegade, and that's what I currently am driving. And I got it, it had 44,000 miles on it, and now it has 53. I think I put 10,000 miles on it in 2 years. So, love my car. It's a great car. Like, I adore it. It's bright orange. Like, it's legitimately a great car. And I was noticing, like, the last week-ish that it vibrated really hard when I was putting it in reverse. So, Connor's dad came, and then he was driving my car, and he put it in reverse, and it was really bad. Like, the worst it's been. And, he goes, that's, like, really bad. He goes, what is that? I said, I don't know. But it's been doing that for, like, a week. And he goes, well, that's not good. And then, I took it to the mechanic, and it ends up, it's the motor mount. I have to get my motor mount replaced. So, we're doing that today. That was a big surprise. So, we're replacing the motor mount today. And so, I'm kind of waiting for them to, like, be done. Because it's been there since, like, 11:30. And it's now almost 3. But, I don't know. I might get it back tomorrow. Which is fine, too. I really don't care. But I like to pick up Nick from work. And I just don't see that happening today. He gets off in an hour. But, so that's what happened last week. There was just a lot going on, and I just didn't get a chance to really do what I needed to do. And I needed to go to Goodwill today. I needed to go and get my sales. I've had to message 3 clients to let them know that they're not getting, it's not being shipped out today, but I will ship it out as soon as I can, because of the motor mount issue. So, that's just where we're at. I'm tired today. And I'm tired every day, and I listed some more stuff this morning. I sat out in my living room and I just watched TV and listed, and I think that's probably the plan for tomorrow morning too, is to make myself some coffee, sit out there, list, because I left my dogs in, you know, they had bones and they were hanging out and they were enjoying themselves. So, Poe's only been in his crate because I had to go to the Dollar Tree to get some crackers, because I made like a charcuterie type of board for dinner, or for lunch, I guess, dinner, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll have like a little salad later, because I have a salad kit in the fridge. But that is what I'm doing. That is where I have been. And, you know, we went through everything with Connor. He's good. And I'm just tired. It's that time of year where I'm just tired. People are not being nice, and I'm exhausted. And I have the whole shed / storage project to do. And it's like I was telling Nick, I just realized that somebody really downvoted my, you know, I was looking at the likes to dislike ratio on the sorry there's no vlog, and somebody actually thumbs down my sorry there's no vlog. Guys, life happens. I'm trying to be more consistent here. But yeah, so that's what happened with that. That's why I couldn't do it last week. There was just a lot going on. I didn't have time to edit anything. Poe, what are you doing, buddy? So, let's hope that there is at least something to show you guys tomorrow as far as vlogging. But yeah, if not, I'll answer some more questions and we'll just do that. So, here's to vlog 9. Vlog 9. I'm trying. I tried, guys. Oh, by the way, I did finish a book. Do I have it on my shelf? Yes, I do. Let me go grab it for you. And I'll tell you guys what I'm currently reading. I finished. Okay, I'm going to put you up here. I'm going to turn this on. I finished. This looks ominous. Let me put this back here. Okay. Excuse me. I finished the last book in the Elsie Silver series. I think it's Hopeless. And I finished that one. I gave it like 3 stars. It was not my favorite. Then I read the second one, The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I read it on my Kindle. This was like a 4.75, 4.5 star read. This was really, really, really good. If you have never read a Frida McFadden book, I highly, highly suggest it. It's thrillers. So good. Literally at points last night when I was finishing reading it, I was like, what? What? And it's going, what is happening? And so now I'm currently reading Lights Out by Navessa Allen. This one is a dark romance, I believe. It says the couple that stays together. It's not supposed to have this white mark on it. I didn't realize that when I bought it, that it was all messed up, but that's okay. So I'm reading this one on my Kindle. I will say, I was a little bit spoiled by Frida McFadden because her chapters are like 5 pages, and they're like 2 to 3 minutes on my Kindle each chapter. This book is like 20 minutes, which is fine. I just stopped mid-chapter because, like I said, can you move off the edge of the bed and then you won't be able to get your tail? I'm like, I stop in the middle of the chapter. I read throughout the day, like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I will read. I'm debating on when I'm done with Lights Out if I want to read like this Frida McFadden. Oh, I did not realize that this one was like, it's like shiny at the bottom. The Walmart one or this one. I have these two to read. I'll probably read this one because I kind of want to eliminate spoilers. But Frida also has coming out The Housemaid's Wedding, which is supposed to go between book 2 and 3. So I'm kind of waiting because I do want to read it, but I want to read it in like chronological order rather than like publication order. And she said you could read it between 2 and 3 or after 3, but I would rather just read it between 2 and 3. So I am on page 22 right now of Lights Out. I've read that much just this morning. It's okay. Like, I haven't really gotten a feel for it yet, but I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm reading it, like I said, on my Kindle. I'm reading it in either going to be... Okay, so I either read it on my Oasis, which is this Kindle, or I read it on my Paperwhite. Well, it still says Housemaid's Secret, but this is my Paperwhite. This is my case. I made the insert. I got this True Crime Junkie sticker and the Keith Morrison sticker from my mom. And then the bottom sticker is just one that somebody gave me when I bought. And then this is my magnetic ring for like my pop sockets. But this usually is just in my... I have the gooseneck holder here. It's usually just in that. So that is what we're currently reading. In fact, I'm going to take this over to my desk so I can download Lights Out on this one so I can read it tonight. But look at Poe right now. So just wanted to update you guys on my car. It was not the motor mount. It was something else, and they cannot fix it at the mechanic that I went to because there is no aftermarket parts to fix this particular part of my car that is broken. There is no recall on this part, so I can't get it like fixed for free. And now they're telling me I have to go to the Jeep dealer to get it fixed. So I'm going to be talking to Nick. We're going to have to make an executive decision here about whether or not I am going to be looking for a job because I may need a new car because this problem is a serious one and I'm annoyed now. I was so irritated I started crying because the last 2 times I've had an issue with this car, it's been a big major CF, you know what I mean? So, and this is my first Jeep I've ever owned, and I probably will never own one again because it seems like for 53,000 miles, I'm having a lot of issues with it. Okay, so the last update I gave you guys was in the car, and I was like, I may or may not have to get a new car. Well, it's been a 24-hour period. It's been over 24 hours, I believe. And we are actively looking for a new car. I did find a car. I did get approved for a loan. I did all those things that you do. But here's the thing. I got approved for the loan. I wanted to make sure I was approved before I went down and looked at the car because I'm going to trade in the Jeep to get the new car. And I wanted to go down there but I want to go down there knowing I can get the car. So basically, for all intents and purposes, I bought the car, but they are like, you need to come look at it first, but it's off their website. I've signed papers. So I just need to go down there and look at it. But like, my issue is, and this is gonna, and I know I'm not making the best financial decision, so I don't need anybody to tell me that, but I'm going to be upside down on the loan I have because I've had my Jeep for 2 years and it's just, there's parts that they can't fix. I've had multiple problems. I did buy it used. I've had multiple problems with like parts they can't fix, things that should have been very simple are like a big deal with this car, and this has happened more than one time, and if I fix this now, is there going to be more problems later? It just seems like whoever had the Jeep before I bought it, because I bought it at 40,000 miles, really ran the shit out of this Jeep, and I did not know that when I purchased it. I've driven it for 2 years. I've only put under 10,000 miles on it. I don't drive it very far. The farthest I was driving it was to Phoenix, which is like a 3.5-4 hour drive because I was driving it there to do my oncology appointments. So I'm not driving the car like crazy. There's no reason I should be having all these problems that I'm having with the car. Like, at all. There's just no reason for it. So that's why I kind of want to turn it back in. And I'm willing to pay more money for a car payment. Like, I've discussed it with my mom, with Nick, with everybody. And we're, like, all in agreement. Like, yes, for sure. This is what needs to be done. The issue right now is the car that they are like, this is a car. It's great. It's a total package. It's XYZ. I don't want to say what car it is. Because I really don't want to hear opinions of people being like, you shouldn't get that kind of car. But I've had time to think about it since saying, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow to pick it up. I've had time to think about it, and I'm like, it's a high theft car. Like, the brand of car is high theft. Now, I don't think anybody ever thinks their car is going to get stolen. And if it's going to get stolen, it's going to get stolen. But, that's not really a big like deterrent for me because I have like lights in my driveway that go on like if somebody's near my cars. I have had it for a while. I can always install lights. I have a camera. I have a security system. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? I have insurance. That is the issue though, is because it is a high theft car, how much is my insurance going to go up? Because I'm really excited about the car, but like my car payments are already going up. It's not going to be a struggle, but it's already like something I have to consider. That I also can't like have my insurance go up. Like, it can go up $30-$40, but some places I'm seeing it's like $200 more than I'm paying, and I can't do that. So at 9 o'clock, it's currently 9:05. My mom is going to call her insurance because that's the insurance that I use for my car. We're on it together. She's going to call and see what they have to say. I could probably have called myself, but it's her agent. She's done everything, so she wanted to call, so I was like, that's fine. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that. I don't know if I'll have a resolution to this trauma, to this thing before I put this vlog up or not. But basically the plan of action is if the insurance is too much money, we'll go back to the car dealership and just say we need to find something that's... I mean, they don't really know the insurance, but we need to find something that maybe is more realistic, you know, because there's a lot of cars that get stolen. Like Honda Civics are really good about, or not really good, but you know what I mean. Honda Civics used to get stolen. Hyundais get stolen. Kias get stolen. Like, there's a lot of cars that get stolen. Jeeps even get stolen. Like, you know, and I hate that. This is the thing. Is usually I buy a car and I'm like there and I'm like, yes, this is the car I want. Like with the Jeep, for instance, which ended up being not the best idea, but you know, I'm like, yes, this is what I want. And I do very little research and usually I'm fine. I had a Rogue before this car and I loved my Nissan Rogue and it was fine and it worked great. You know, got the payments down on that, decided I wanted something different, got the Jeep on a whim. Hang on. Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, so I wanted to update you guys. I'll let you know. Okay, Nick doesn't know, like, everything. But, like, well, Nick does know everything, but...
Not really.
Don't, like, agree with anything.
There's all kinds of things I don't know.
You know what I mean. So the last update you guys got, I was going to look at a car. I did end up buying a car. So we do have a new car. It is very, very nice. It is a 2024 and it has so many perks. It was like, has any luxury that you think that you would need in a car. This car has it. Like lane assist where like it tells you if there's something behind you. I have a backup camera as well as like, I think there's a backup detector. Now, there's also, I believe, I have to look at the paperwork, but there's also, I believe, like, if you're going to get into like, you're going to rear end somebody, it brakes for you. I think that it has that as well. But that is one of those features that you do not test out. Like, you don't, like, zoom up on something and hope to God it works. You know what I mean? So, I'm not entirely sure. I do know the backup camera is very wide angle, and it is really, really good. The trunk is huge because we did opt for an actual car this time just for fuel efficiency, and it's one of the top rated like safe cars, and you know, so I'm really happy about it. It's a very, very nice car, and yeah, I am purposely not telling you what kind of car it is or the brand or anything because I'm one of those people that I looked up everything. I was worried about it this morning and I just don't want like unnecessary opinions about it. So just know I'm happy. Nick's happy with the car. He likes it a lot better than the Jeep that we had. The only thing that's going to take some getting used to with it is getting out of it because we're used to we're used to cars. The only car we had that was similar to this one is the Scion. That one you had to like kind of like, you have to raise yourself out of this because it's a compact car. So it's like a sedan. And we've had, for like the last 5 years, we've had an SUV. Where you kind of just, you go to get out, you're already standing kind of thing.
Yeah.
This one you definitely have to like lift yourself out of it. And it's a little bit more of like a, you know what I mean? To get out. Yeah. Because the last time I had to get out of a car like this, I was like, you know, 5-6 years younger. I literally felt it in like my back. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to get used to it. But I do really like it. And it is a really good car. And we're really happy with it. Payment went up a little bit. We're a little worried about that. But we will figure it out. We always do. We're a team. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of ideas that we have about making money, a lot of like little side things we can do. I'm going to start doing, like I said, more vlogging and stuff like that, and that will help. And I'm also, yeah, so I'm going to do that. We're going to possibly be doing some DoorDash shifts.
The fuel efficiency and the reliability will help over time.
The fuel efficiency is really good on this car. It gets like 450 miles to a tank. I said to a gallon earlier, and it's like, what? God. No, to a tank, it gets about 450 plus miles. So I'm excited about that. And because this was the most important part of the car.
Reliability.
I got door buttons.
Oh, the door buttons. I thought you were going to say reliability.
It's like reliability. No, it is a very reliable, like I said, it's like one of the top reliability and fuel efficiency and safety cars, but I wanted door buttons. And the funny thing about the door buttons is I have yet to use them because I was so used to, for the last 2 years, getting my keys out.
Yeah.
That I'm still using the key thing. But it will be nice, like, because for me it's nice when I'm like, well, I'm not going to have to be doing like eBay, like going to storage and coming back. But like when I have a bunch of stuff in my hands, it's nice to be able to just throw my keys in my purse and walk up and open it.
Yeah.
I also have automatic trunk opening.
That'll be
And the
good
trunk
too.
is huge. Nick opened the trunk and he was
really
like, Jesus.
I was really impressed.
It is so, it's a sedan. We're used to, like, a Nissan Rogue is like a big SUV. That's not even like a compact SUV. I feel like the Renegade was a little bit more compact of an SUV.
Yeah.
This is a car. This is literally a compact car. And I thought it was going to have like a really small trunk. And I'm like, well, we're just going to, because we have to move a bunch of stuff this weekend. Like, we're just going to make it work. Like, we'll put all the clothes in bags, I think is a good solution. And then bring the boxes and put the boxes back together and put it back in boxes.
That way you can squish it. Yeah.
But if they're in bags, I can squish it in. You know, so that's what I did today. That is basically all I did all day. I did not get any work done, which I'm not happy about. But there's going to be days like that. I just had a lot of other things I had to do.
I had a thought. What if you use the vacuum bags?
Well, there's no outlets at the storage, so...
We use the battery-operated one.
So we're going to go buy something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That might
For
not
like
be the
the
best.
two... See, this is how we think.
Yeah.
He thinks of an idea that's actually pretty legitimately good.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, let's really brainstorm this.
That's why I like to run ideas by you, because
Yeah.
sometimes there are good ideas and that would work, and there's other times that it's not.
But I think what we are going to do... I have this idea for a video... I think what I want to do is I want to start doing it'll either be in the vlogs or it'll be a separate video when we do DoorDash. I just want to do like a before and after.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do those where like, this is what I did and this is what I made.
Right.
We don't have to show where we're going. We're not going to tell you where we live. We're just going to say like in a smaller populated area.
Yeah.
This is what time we started. This is how long we worked. This is how much we made.
Yeah.
Because our goal, I'm going to have to work out like a bunch of stuff. But my goal would be if I need to do DoorDash to do at least in a month, like $150 on DoorDash in a month. Don't you yawn. I'm not boring. No,
You're
we
not
had a
boring.
long day.
Yeah, we had a long... I was trying not to make it obvious, but she could read my face really
Oh my
well.
God, that's like today. Something happened. Oh, I said something about like the car payment and how it was going to be like $100 more or something like that. Which honestly is not bad because it's not bad. It's really not that bad. It could have been a lot worse. And this car's a 2024 brand new. It could have been worse.
The other thing too is it says it could last 17 years. One of the ones that we're looking at, one of the articles we were looking at.
Yeah, it's like can last 17 years, 150,000 miles, and I don't drive that much. I really don't. And we used to drive a lot farther when I had to go to my oncologist, but I don't have to go out there anymore.
And the fuel efficiency and the reliability is going to save us money in the long run
And
too.
it's got a good
Short term,
engine.
it's scary, but long term, it'll be better.
Yeah, we'll be fine. But
anyways, I had to look on my face.
oh yeah. Today I said something about the car payment. He had this look on his face, and I was like, "Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, where's that money gonna come from?" And I'm like, "And I think you should do that." He goes, "I always thought I had a poker face." I'm like, "You absolutely do not.
Yeah.
You do not." He can look at me, and I'm like, "This is what you're thinking right now." And 9 times out of 10, I'm right.
Do you think it's because like you spent so much time together and you've seen my facial, or do you think
No.
anyone could just read me really well?
Yeah. Sheila, you got
Let
me
us know in
lying.
the comments, because you guys have seen my face.
You guys
with
have seen
certain
his
things.
face. Some of you. But, so that's what we were up to today. Now I'm tired.
There's sometimes she'll know what I'm thinking and stuff, which I like, because there's so many times people just don't get me.
Yeah.
So for her to understand me and be able to almost read my mind.
Those trash
sometimes.
bags smell like old lady bags.
Yeah, they do.
Smell. My hand, I can still smell
Oh
it.
yeah, it does.
Like I can still smell it on my hands.
But it's actually nice to have someone that really understands
Yeah.
me pretty well and can almost
Nick's-
read my...
Nick's having this deep philosophical moment. I'm like, smell my hand, Nick. It smells like an old lady. He's like, anyway.
That's what she said when I first met her.
Yeah. You said something about being a hooker, so.
It was a joke.
I know it was a joke. They don't really think you were a hooker. Jesus. But, So that's where I've been. I'm hoping that the next vlog will be a little bit more, because this one's going to go up late because, oh my gosh, what's today?
Today?
Is Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
It's going to go up on Friday. I thought it was Friday. I thought it was Wednesday.
Oh.
Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
It's Thursday for sure.
Shit.
I have no doubt.
I'm sorry, you guys. This is going up on Friday.
Sometimes life happens. You get caught up in stuff. And
I totally lost a day.
Yeah.
No, I could, and I think it's because you were off. No, you weren't off this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yes, you were.
You had.
No, you weren't.
You had a lot on your mind.
Oh, you were. You were.
Yeah, you're going through a lot. It's okay.
I literally today was like, you know, Connor's been going through a lot because his dad was here 2 weeks ago. I'm like, that was literally last weekend. Like, I don't know where I think I am.
Sometimes the perception of time can be really strange like that.
I'm really bad about, like, minutes and hours. Like, I'll be like, oh, it's clearly been 4 hours and it's been, like, 10 minutes.
Sometimes your internal clock can go well, what you think the time is, and other times it just...
It's such a weird feeling, though, when you have no idea what day it is.
Yeah, it is. I've had days
how do you
like
guys
that.
know that I had to drive somewhere and I had to go through California to get back?
But the traffic was
And there was
terrible.
an inspection thing.
Oh, there was?
We have to stop and they're like, do you have any fruit or vegetables? It's funny though, they stopped me and they just looked at me and they're like, have a good day. But the fun part is, if you ever have to go through like a fruit, it's an agricultural checkpoint, tell your kid that they have to have their birth certificate or that they have to know their birthday and their address. Connor does not know, he's 14, granted he's autistic, but he doesn't know his birthday.
You don't?
No, I'm like, what's your birthday? He's like, I don't know. My mom goes, well, you have to tell him what state you were born in. He's like, I don't even know. Like, Connor, you were born in California, dear. Like, these are things that he needs to know. Like, we're working slowly on it. We have to work on that, too.
Yeah,
making sure that he knows. If he doesn't know, he needs to start carrying a wallet that has the information in it.
Yeah.
Because it's not even on his phone. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm brainstorming with Nick on camera.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to brainstorm coming up, what to do with the new area and stuff, and all kinds of different things.
But it's like...
And vlog ideas and podcast episode ideas.
But it's like, for me, when I'm trying to, like... I know that eBay is, like, my job. Like, the reselling is my job. I know that.
Yeah.
We had this discussion yesterday.
Yeah.
I know it's my job, but it's like, it's so much more fun to do it with you. Like, a lot of the things I do, I'm like, oh, I'm going to list eBay, but I'm going to wait until Nick gets home to do it. Because I just like you being there.
Really, baby?
Yeah.
Aww.
And, like, even, like, when I'm like, oh, we got to, like, organize the sheds or whatever, I'm like, I wish Nick was here. You know what I mean? Because he just makes it more fun. I get to yell at somebody. We work together very well, actually.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
If I'm in the right mood, we work together. And I told Nick a good thing to do would be to be like, okay, if we get this done, then we'll go like get a snack that we want from the store or something. And I know that that's stupid and immature, but you have to have something to look forward to.
Yeah, you have to have something to look forward to get.
Even if it's like, I'm gonna get a bag of Cheetos. I'm going to get some Cheetos or a candy bar at Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
It's something that it really does help to motivate me. And I know, like, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's childish or whatever. And I'm sure it's ADHD or I'm sure there's some diagnosis for it, but that's just...
Yeah, I think it's ADHD. I heard sometimes if you gamify things, like when you get achievements for unlocking stuff in games, if you do like the equivalent of that in life, it can help motivate you sometimes.
See, the funny thing about that is, while I agree, because like with the, like, when I was reading Kindle a lot, I was like, oh, look at how many days I've read, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you stop, like, when you have a moment, because nothing you're ever going to have is going to be 100% all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I mess up, I'm like, meh, and I never do it again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm afraid of. Like, honestly... with what I do for a living, the feedback being below 100%, like, remember when it happens, I'm like, no, you know, I've gotten better about it.
Right.
But literally, there was a point where remember, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to get a job now because it's like...
Yeah.
But I really need to get better about that.
One way of reframing it in your head is, like, that's an A. If it was a grade on a paper, on a test, you'd be so excited to get an A.
Yeah.
I got A minus, A plus. I'm so excited. This is great.
I saw somebody who was selling something. They've only sold one item. They had -1 feedback. Because they only sold one item. They've only had one transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And their only feedback was negative. And I was like, you could be that person.
Yeah.
Just saying, you could be that person. And you're not,
Yeah.
There's always somebody better than you, and there's always somebody worse than you.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta remember,
You gotta put it in perspective.
It can help, yeah.
Pete, you want to tell the people that you made us all worried?
He does this thing where, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but he won't go to the bathroom with Michelle in the room.
He's my boy right here, guys.
They have a routine in the morning where she'll leave the room and he'll jump down right away from the bed to go pee on the pad, or go poop on the pad. And then he was doing a thing today where he didn't want to drink out of the water bowl. We brought the water, but he kept bugging us, like coming up to us for some reason. We're like, he wants something. He does want something. So eventually Michelle left. I was in here, and he jumped down and drank the water right after she left. And before that, she had the water bowl on the bed. We were trying to...
I was literally I love this dog so much. I was like, I will do anything. You want to drink he was drinking out of a water bottle, weren't you? I was. He's just mad because he was sleeping. But I let him drink out of a water bottle. What are you doing? Winking. You're calling me out on the internet.
He is the best dog we've had together.
I see him.
He's a good boy.
Look at him. There he is. Nick is trying to get ready. Well, he's not trying. He's ready for bed. Look at yourself. Look at how handsome. Pete? Be there. Are you going to go back to sleep? You want to go back to sleep? Okay. I love you. Look at his fangs. You're fierce like a lion. Okay, But that's what I've been up to. Like I said, vlogs are coming back. They're going to start being on Thursdays again. I'm hoping that me and Nick can maybe brainstorm some ideas for the weekends of stuff to do, like, I don't know. That's the problem. We'll figure something out. We used to do Mad Libs and stuff, but we'll figure something out. We've been doing the podcast a lot.
Yeah, the podcast is good. I like doing that with you.
Podcast is almost like a date night.
It almost is. I can't remember what the next topic is because I've been trying to brainstorm in between.
Christmas holidays, I think.
Oh, yeah, Christmas holidays. We can talk about a bunch of different...
Well, I can show you guys because we're going to be, next weekend. Next weekend I'm going to...
Yeah, wherever you're going to, yeah.
I'm going on a trip next weekend because I want to go to Barnes & Noble. That's the number one reason I'm going on the trip. I want to go to Barnes & Noble, but... And then the following weekend is Nick's favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is going to be good.
It's like in 2 weeks. We're going to get the turkey breast roast again.
I think we talked about, I was about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you read my mind.
Yeah, we get a turkey breast roast and we cook it in the crock pot. I'll show you guys that. That would be a good video.
Yeah.
For like the week after, because I think Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday.
Yeah, because there's a lot of preparation and cooking a whole turkey.
And there's a lot of trash too.
Which if you like that, or if you have a large family, or for whatever reason, but if you have a smaller family and you want less hassle, there's a turkey in a bag.
It's just the breast with no bones.
No bones. It's a lot less hassle. It's great.
In fact, there was a couple of years when we were in California that we made turkey. Remember the turkey loaf?
Yeah.
And Nick even liked that. It's almost like it's just turkey, dark and light meat. It's almost in the shape of like a meatloaf.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it. It's like the Spam of turkey. But we liked it. We had it for Thanksgiving a couple of years.
It is pretty good.
Now you can't find them anywhere, but...
The one thing I've been trying, I've had more consistently that I can't, it's hard to do Thanksgiving without a sweet potato.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I was stumbled to get there.
Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about?
But sweet potato,
Yeah.
I have a baked sweet potato.
We should try like a mashed one. Like get mashed sweet potatoes. One.
That might be good too, yeah.
Because it'd be easier to make.
It might be.
Just microwave it.
Yeah.
We're big microwave, crock pot, like...
low maintenance.
effort
Yeah.
meal people.
Especially with cleanup afterwards too.
We're trying to do, I want to do like a week of eating vlog too, just show you guys what we eat, because we're trying to do more eating at home. We were doing so good for like 2 months. We were just eating at home and only door dashing twice, and we fell off like the last couple weeks. We totally, well, not you, but
yeah,
it's mostly me and my mom. We totally fell off, and I told her we need to make a schedule of like when we're gonna DoorDash, when we're not. Twice a week, that's it. And when we DoorDash, we need to share something or something. That's what we were saying. And we need to eat at home the rest of the days and try to have a plan. Because if we have a plan, then the thought process is you just don't ask each other what's for breakfast, because you already know.
You already know. You don't, yeah.
Because that's where our problem is.
There's less temptation that way.
This morning I was like, oh, am I making eggs?
And you have to ask.
And then she's like, do you want to order? And then neither one of us is going to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So...
Whereas if you have in the schedule...
If you have a schedule, you're like, I'm making eggs. Or if I make them the night before, like when I make the bakes and stuff.
You make the really good eggs in the morning with that scramble thing with the casserole. That casserole thing.
I'm making lasagna this weekend too.
It's really
lasagna.
good with...
Maybe I can share some of these recipes online.
That is the best lasagna I've ever had.
Yeah, Nick loves the crock pot lasagna.
It's really good. And we got to make that soup again. We should make that soup.
Yeah, it's getting cold enough now.
Yeah.
I make tortellini soup. That one, though, I gotta be careful, because if you cook it too long...
Well, it wasn't because you cooked it too long. It was the bad noodles.
No, but the noodles were like that because I cooked them too long. They started falling apart.
But you had used the other noodles many other times.
I know, but I didn't cook them as long.
Oh,
I don't know. It was probably a combination.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
But I think if I did it again, I'd probably just stop cooking it and then put it in a bowl if we're not ready to eat it, and we can heat it up in the microwave.
Yeah, because we used the ones that weren't refrigerated. That's the one.
You're right.
Yeah.
Or were they the...
No, they weren't. We got it from, what's that place? Oh. It's not the grocery bargain. It's Aldi's. We got it from Aldi's, I remember. But it might be a combination. You could be right there, too. It might have been too long, and the fact that it was not the refrigerated ones, because the refrigerated ones are the ones that were
the refrigerated ones the good ones, or were they dry ones?
They were good ones. The
refrigerated ones?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to do that again.
It was the dry ones that were bad.
5 minutes of us trying to figure out which tortellini we put in the soup.
But she made she makes really good scramble too, which is good with green sauce too. I
like the Taco Bell red sauce on it, but you're a green sauce guy.
Yeah, I'm a green sauce.
I thought that... Okay, so first of all, since you guys probably saw part of it and were like...
What is
wait
that?
Wait a minute. This is my, it still doesn't
look. Your page turner.
It's my page turner, yeah.
I swear it's a page turner.
This is the other part. So this is what you put on your Kindle.
I swear.
Where's my Kindle?
It's for Kindle.
Hang on, let me show you.
It's for Kindle.
Let me
prove it.
So this is my Kindle, right? And right now I'm reading Lights Out. And this is how it works. Let me make sure it's turned on. See? So you're... See? It's a page turner. See? See?
Why is the Kindle shaking?
Pushing the button. Yeah, it's a page turner. Don't read the pages, because I'm chapter 7 of this book. I just realized when I thought it was my chapstick. It was not. It was my page turner. And then I realized I held it like this.
The red sauce from Taco Bell is pretty good too, though. I will give you that. Their green sauce is not too bad. For it being a fast food sauce, it's not bad.
The green? No.
Yeah.
And they have the green burritos back still.
Oh, I gotta try those.
You gotta get one. Fuck. She scared me. What are you barking at, Poe? I don't know why all of a sudden our pug thinks he's a... Sir. Poe. What are you doing? He thinks he's a watchdog. Okay, Poe. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's already been 23 minutes.
Oh, you did a good vlog.
We did a great vlog. I could just upload this straight, but I won't have another...
Fascinated.
Are you guys fascinated? Let me know in the comments. Don't let me know, because you guys are gonna be mean. No, I'm kidding. Somebody... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about that in another video. Because I'm not gonna let the negativity get to me anymore. I'm over it. I really am. I was looking at my channel the other day, like the the likes to dislike ratio while I was filming.
Yeah.
I was like, did somebody really? And I was like, you know what? It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. If you got this far, leave a banana emoji in the comments for the page turner. Bye guys. Eggplant. Leave an eggplant emoji. Bye.